a little bit weird. This hero feels underwhelming to me, but they seem to keep on making it work. Sammy, you got to break down why they value this hero so much.
I think this hero is just good. You can actually become like a jump hero. Like you'll actually jump the Rubik. Maybe you'll buy a blink at some point.
Oh wow, mid primal beast. The right item build from the core position is devastating, right? It does so much damage, but the problem is he does need to be literally 6 slotted. Like,
It feels good to be.
I don't know if you get there though, because typically like the only real like build you have is like Treads Diffusal, Battle Fury, and then you go back for like Aghanim Scepter or something, right? Like it's really weird. Attempted hook mid lane, doesn't get it. What do you feel like, Sammy? You've been playing some carry for quite a while. How do you feel like you can actually play the carry Ricky here?
Talking about this.
I mean, I think the carry Ricky's pretty interesting. It was really fun. I played a lot over like the COVID era, but it really just has a problem where it can never hit buildings, and it's always super squishy. You can't really buy HP items, which most carries want. I will say, in this game he has a Leshrac, so the Leshrac will fill a lot of the roles. Nice D-ward by EG.
Yeah, that was sick.
They scouted that one out earlier when Picaz threw out the hook, which they should have been able to dodge if they didn't have extra vision because it's still nighttime.
Yeah, maybe
now they don't have
too,
vision for the hook.
Setting up.
Oh, so close. I mean, they might know about the ward on the other high ground now.
Yeah, they may suspect something.
Oh, they're gonna pull back Picaz here. He's gonna take a lot of damage here. The split earth. Do they have? Shadow Demon's got the disruption. They can just surround him. Yeah, they're gonna body block him completely. Picaz trying to hobble away. He's just barely tanky enough. Split earth catches. Do they have the attacks? In the trees he goes, but Panda's just beating into Bryle. He's got the kill. Panda ends up getting first blood.
And there's a hook still.
He's gonna go for it. He's gonna try to body. Panda's making a little
he needs to go bottom.
He's gonna TP out. Boo!
Pretty cheeky.
Yeah.
But first blood for EG.
That's big.
Good start.
I mean, not great because it went to CM, but now CM gets to buy like a ton more. It literally just buys Sage's Mask, more mangoes. Easy clap.
I will say it does cost the CM a lot of mana. Like everyone used a lot of HP, a lot of mana there. We see Picaz already at really low HP, really low mana. So it's not a super big deal in terms of actual like net worth advantage.
Yeah,
but definitely a little bit. 100 gold.
Mm-hmm. He's only got one tango left. Panda, I guess, is just gonna be passed in the later one. He did only have one tango left there. No. Against Marcy and Iskasane, you're gonna be able to put a lot of damage into him. You don't want to start super low on the pudge.
Rip Courier.
Yeah, Rip Courier.
So let's talk about the mid lane matchup because this is the most like probably interesting one. Again, another mid Rubik here for C Smile. How does this lane up against the Leshrac here?
A lot more base damage than him, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's very slightly Rubik favored. I think the Leshrac should have a decent enough time being able to farm, but probably going to get pressured at some point. Especially when the Rubik is 6. Much easier at poking the Leshrac. Going to be Fade Bolting and playing for CS, and Leshrac's going to be having to try to use Lightning Storm, get some maybe cheeky stuns in there on the Rubik. But definitely going to be Rubik favored for the start here until Leshrac is able to power farm the jungle.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see a kill here though. Maybe we will if they play really aggressive. They're getting a little low, but I imagine it'll be a pretty farm heavy lane. Both heroes kind of just want to scale, get their boots, maybe look to rotate, maybe look to take stacks, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I think it's not super easy for Brawl to move into the jungle to make stacks on his own. Otherwise, you would just like shove in the lane. But
yeah, he does have Shadow Demon though, especially on Dire. It's really easy for Shadow Demon to go make triple stacks in the Dire big jungle there.
Picaz is getting blasted bottom by this Marcy Snapfire lane.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage between these two.
Yes.
Repositioning as well.
Yeah, he went for a bracer actually into the Ring of Protection. So Picaz actually opting for some value items early. We've seen some pudges like just go brown boots, like Ring of Protection into like Axe. Like it's actually.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it felt really strange. Like no Vanguard, no Hood of Defiance, nothing.
Yeah, you just don't have enough HP regen to be able to sustain the lane. Like it's great if they leave you alone, but if you want to play Pudge 1, then I think half the strength of it is just like owning the enemy off laner.
So let's talk about the other lane, the other side lane. Tomato here on the core Ricky versus Whisper on the Enigma. I feel like Enigma just has the freest lane. I don't know how they actually pressure this guy.
Yeah, already got double nulls, So building
That's
to
crazy.
sustain, building to stay here, he's going to be spamming spells. Tomato's going to get kicked out of this lane pretty fast unless they can put some kill pressure onto Whisper, but you know, already Moonmander made him some trouble.
Well, that's just like you're talking about. Shadow Demon very good against the Primal. It will drop that disruption on him the moment he tries to hit you with the W.
Ah.
Ah.
I will say,
Always. Okay, Courier is fine.
I think Ari will need to make the play to the safe lane to help kill this Enigma if they want to kick him out. They might choose to abandon the lane entirely, kind of make the swap, put pressure on the Pudge. You know, Kaz getting tossed in the tower there. You lose a lot of HP. Misses the hook though, unfortunately.
Unlucky.
But yeah, the Enigma will have tons of pressure on top side. I'm curious what Tomato's gonna want to do because I think it really depends on him, like how strong he's gonna be. And right now he's definitely struggling, working on his power treads.
It is not good when you struggle in lane as Ricky. You don't really have recovery.
This is the
Yeah,
reason
no,
this
it's not
hero,
really
like,
ideal.
this is like the one thing that I don't understand about this hero, right? Like, Ricky just doesn't do anything in lane anymore. But he's got great base stats. Like, his base stats were built to be a laner, and then he just, like, doesn't do anything in the lane stage. It's so bizarre.
Yeah. I
Right
don't
for
know.
the Ricky Pudge lane.
Yeah.
Blink strike into hook.
Scanning for
Not kidding.
They look unpopular.
I don't know. It feels very, very awkward. Hopefully, he gets the opportunity to like recover a CS here, but against the Enigma, it's not doing much. I do like that they. Well, I guess they didn't choose. It was Ricky last pick, right?
Again, they're getting aggressive once again. They've got a rebound for another stun. The side
The
kick.
hook as well.
Ooh, he's got to dodge it on Kasane. Because he's looking. He wants to throw, but Scatterblast will
Got
hurt,
south as
so
well.
yeah, he's gonna south. There's a lot of fighting in this bottom lane. I feel like first blood has to happen here because nothing's gonna happen top. Whisper is just gonna
You
be
had
free.
first blood
Had
happen.
first blood,
Or you know,
unfortunately.
not yeah. Well,
Second
yeah,
blood.
second blood. Yeah, the non. Well, top lane. Tomato
Oh,
just
that was
dies.
a cool move with that onslaught there.
Yeah,
Pushing him back.
that was good. Matthews, he's played a lot of this, and Ricky dies.
And the backfire.
I don't know. I can't keep harping on this hero, but I don't know what it's supposed to do this game.
Yeah, so Tomato's gonna have to find a place in this game really quickly. That could be maybe putting pressure on the Pudge, like I said. That could be bringing people to his lane. That could be maybe even just playing in front of the Leshrac or behind the Leshrac with level 6, using his
Oh,
smoke screen.
the
to hunt
Centaur!
Rubik, but, on mid.
Okay,
Yeah,
they got
Wizard
it.
battle.
Whoa, really big.
He's all out of mana right now on the Rubik.
This is the stun though.
Throws a tip off on him afterwards. All right, Smile's gonna be just fine. They ended up losing Shadow Demon there, but they also lost Pudge down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, they Pudge actually almost lived because the Centaur Conqueror like stomped Kasane, and he almost made his way into the trees.
Oh.
But I mean, with this though, Kasane is actually closing up on level 6, and they're gonna be pretty scary because he just came back to lane. They're bringing Bryle down, just gonna drop him right back in, and that's 2 deaths back to back. Moon with a follow-up from the disruption. So much aggression here into this bottom side of the map, and they take down both. Kasane gets level 6 now on the Snapfire, and Sam, you pointed about the importance of level 6 on this hero.
Yeah, making the moves. TSM bringing 4 people bottom. Really good move by them. Completely surround this bottom tower, and this is a great way to stabilize the game. This Ricky is getting pressured. Enigma is going to start taking his tower. And so instead of waiting for Enigma to
He's gonna get
besiege their
black hole.
tower. Oh, yeah. Whisper does have the mana. Use his stick. Will drop it now.
Yeah, there's just
Already TP'd in here too. He's going to get chased.
he tried to go for like a rebound positioning, but there were no creeps for him, I think, to actually get the range. And Smile, he's got the Pulse Nova. He's just burning him down.
Quick looks so cool with his Pulse Nova on.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Stuff.
Do you have this one?
No, I don't.
I have the Arcana, but I don't know if I don't know what level it is you unlock it.
You get everything by 40 wins.
Yeah, Pulse Nova is somewhere, but I don't know. He's only got
Either way.
25 wins.
Definitely really good for TSM. I think they were on the back foot, and now they're going to be taking a tier 1 trade, basically at the same time as EG, which I would call a definite win for them. The Ricky is almost level 6, so we'll see if he decides to poke the Enigma here. Obviously, there's no black hole, so it would be a really easy time to make a play on the Enigma, get a free kill. Pretty high level as well, almost level 8 on Enigma there. The Leshrac probably going to play for the 9-mana bounty top and maybe look for that move, looks like. Going to be power farming the jungle. We'll see if there's a skirmish here, though, because EG does look like they want to make the go on the Tomato.
They're gonna try. Whisper, he's the one that's gotta get away. Mortimer Kisses are coming through, and yeah, there's the damage that you need. The other side of the fight, see Smiles running around Invis Pulse Nova'd up. He's like, I'm gonna find someone, dude. Ends up stealing Mortimer Kisses. Oh, dang, TP out. The stun got him, dude, Brile. Nicely done. He's gonna try and maybe snipe Ari. He does. All right, that's sick. But either way, really sick play by Brile.
I don't know how sick that was by I don't know. He kind of went in there and dead, but he got the kill on the way out.
He did. Made the best of a worse situation.
Well, top lane, they're going again on Tomato.
Moon's here.
Pulverize available.
Yeah, no Pulverize. Just poking.
Whisper's back though, and no Eidolon's up though, so he's not really that scary. He just wants to sit there and farm. Speaking of sitting there and farming, Pakaz has been able to just kind of stay bottom and kind of catch up a little bit. No tower, of course, but Ward did scout the rotation here of both Kasane and Ari, so he's gonna just TP back.
Yeah, Leshrac gonna go play on the mid rune as well. So I would say the true winner in this is probably the Leshrac. Now he's topping the net worth for TSM here. Is gonna be gone on by Matthew though. Still no Pulverize.
Oh, see Smile coming again.
He had the left as well. Slow screen though by Tomato, really good.
Blink Strike away, but Telekinesis, dude, he just does so much damage on this Rubik. The second Blink Strike out, Tomato barely lives. C-Smile's got to get out now. Rotation in from Kasane. They get him. They punish the Rubik.
Put a lot of damage in there, but unfortunately not able to actually single anyone out. Top lane, they managed to drop Meander with Matthew. Yeah, they really needed Pulverize to make that happen. And I think if Rubik wants to play that aggressive and far in, you need a Bloodstone. Or at least some sort of spell lifesteal. It really, yeah, he did like 2,000 damage there.
Yeah, I mean, he almost killed 3 heroes, right? Like, actually almost killed 3 heroes, but there was just barely not enough follow-up.
Yeah. If he'd had, I think, another level in Arcane, he would have had cast range on the lift, maybe. Or maybe just another level in lift. So, very close. But bottom Ari, kind of in a precarious position here. Not sure he's going to get out of this one.
Yeah, he's about to learn a lesson. See Smile grabs the Dispose.
Dispose him.
Oh, wait, Matthew.
Come on.
Okay, Smile there to save him. Nice. Come on, man. You should have let him learn from that mistake. The classic think about what you've done.
I will say, it looks like both teams are pretty content to scale into the mid game.
No, Kasane bottom. Tried to go for a cheeky cookie play into the Mortimer Kisses. It would have killed C-Smile, actually.
Yeah, that would have been a kill.
Unfortunately, not much comes up in the top lane. Enigma.
Oh, Black Hole, under Tomato.
Oh, boy. Well, Matthew, he's the one who might sacrifice for this one. Does go ahead and drop the Pulverize, but again, Leshrac just doing way too much damage. So a 1-for-1 trade. Happy to be done, though, as you get the 1 position
bottom
again.
lane.
Sonic really far out.
He does have a stick, but C-Smile should be able to chase him down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Pakaz zooming on in with a haste root. He's like, hello.
I'll take that flush heap stack. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
+1 right there.
1-for-1 right now, so
yeah.
Good for him.
He needs these ones. It doesn't feel great. You only got 1 flush heap stack like 12 minutes in on a pudge.
That's alright though. He's doing well. He's got 5.2k net worth. He's working on his Ags now. Got phase boost and all that. Leshrac almost at Bloodstone too, so that'll be a big timing for him. I will say TSM have been doing a good job controlling their top jungle for the Leshrac, not letting the Enigma advance forward. Which I would say is pretty important. We see, I mean, the Ricky has never left the top lane. He's still here. He's been black holed twice, but he's still trying to stand in front of the Leshrac in this big jungle so that Leshrac can freely farm the camps. Brile is continuing to cycle. You know, obviously on the other side of things, Pakaz is doing it in the Radiant jungle as well. But I think TSM, I mean, this is their, you know, idea of scaling. They have to be confident scaling into it, so...
Sorry, Tomato's like trying to find where the sentry is in the top lane, and they missed it with both sentries, just barely.
Oh, no. Oh, he might get scouted here, too. They have the,
Yeah, they have the ward on the high
great
ground.
ward by Matthew. They see him, too, so...
They're like cutting the trees, like it's gotta be here somewhere. Oh no, Tomato, dude. Oh god, the mind games, dude. It's destroying him.
So this is where I think the game is gonna start speeding up for EG, because they're gonna have full control of the dire jungle now. They're gonna de-ward. They get one ward right there. They missed the second ward, I think, but either way, they're gonna have full control of the dire jungle. They're going to look to put some pressure on the top tier 2, surround the mid tier 1, probably surround the mid tier 1 first, but at least put some wards down so that they can make smokes there later. It is almost nighttime as well, so getting their wards down now will help them play the next 5 minutes, especially if they can have some sort of ward behind the enemy mid tower, something like that. See the enemy move through the middle of the map.
I think he's might have figured out that it's a Tinker ward. Moon's, I think, going to go for it right now.
Yeah, Moon must know.
He's like, all right, I figured, I see.
Enough.
Oh, is he gonna check the other spot? Oh no. Nice smoke screen though.
Panda's in the area though.
Yeah, there's no way Moon
These
gets out of
Eidolons
this.
do so much damage. And the ward is still there, so...
Yeah.
And it's gonna expire finally,
it
but
expires, bro.
yeah. Boy, that doesn't feel as bad. TP out, dude, no way. Ricky?
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, he's gonna survive.
He does have a Fusel Blade now as well. Motto.
Alright. I mean,
Pretty good.
Find kills now. If he catches out the Enigma by himself, the Enigma most likely dies.
Yeah.
I mean, Enigma's got a lot of health. I don't think the Ricky can kill him. And speaking of which, he just gets black holed instead. So,
Oh, no.
you know.
Sorry, what I meant to say was, you know, if Whisper finds the Ricky just dies, right?
Yeah, that's what you meant to say.
Slip of the tongue.
Feels good to be.
All right, the trade tips, they're having some fun. I mean, Tomato's probably the only one in this game not having a good time. But they did pick Ricky, so that's expected.
That's Pipe actually done now.
All right, that's pretty good. We're seeing the same
He's
build
gonna
from
regain a little
Kasane
bit
this
of
game, too.
momentum.
All right, nice.
Yeah, so Black Hole's now on cooldown. You've got Pipe complete. Diffusel's done on Ricky, and now it's been evened out a little bit. Hell, I'd say that 1-for-1 trade, Enigma's your top net worth here on the side of EG. You take that, man.
Yeah, I would say that's actually a win for TSM.
Yeah. Unless you can do mental damage to Tomato with making plays like that happen.
I mean, Bryle is still farming, still the carry of this game, doing the scale. Keeping up almost with the Enigma now, so TSM does look like they want to make the move on mid tower as well. So
He's got a DD.
There's a play here. T-Smile does have his Ags complete, so a really big timing for the Rubik. He's going to be able to get
Oh my
Pulse
gosh.
Nova plus maybe a stun. So,
They're close to the Pudge Ags as well. It's actually not that
yeah,
far away.
they're very close.
Going to go away.
Looks like EG are just going to stall, wait for their items, and once they have their items, probably look to defend. They're pinging the top tower. Both teams are pinging top side, so TSM obviously setting up for Roche, and EG probably looking to defend their top side. They don't want to give up control of this Roshan so early in the game.
Oh, Moon snipes the Primal Beast. Nice it on.
Looking younger than ever. Back to play 5.
Aghanim Scepter's now done on
See, Smiles caught Bryle. And with the setup here from Panda, he's in some trouble. He pops an Invis, trying to hobble away. Will be able to. Turns it around onto Panda, though, with Ari coming in as well. Can they bring down C-Smile? Mortimer kisses from the high ground. He is stuck in no man's land. Looking for more. Whisper. No black hole, of course. They have a good ward here that's scouting this whole back line.
Guys can't get these hooks off. It looks like he wants to be able to pull someone away. If he gets on top of the Egg Scepter Rot, they're just dead.
Yeah, the Acceptor Rot is going to be really good against the Leshrac now. I mean, we saw right there, right? They try to come in on the Leshrac. He presses Bloodstone, all of a sudden back to full HP. So if we can get the Pudge on top of the Leshrac for EG, that's the #1 way they can actually take the fight and burst the Leshrac.
Yeah. You think if someone builds up a Sheepless Guard this game in the next little bit?
I imagine
with the Bloodstone?
Pudge will buy it eventually, but it's going to be a long time. He's going to go this Cloak, then he's going to go BKB, then he might go Blink Dagger, and then he might go Shivas. So,
Yeah.
We're probably 4 items off, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a
But
while.
maybe someday.
Keep saving up
Leshrac
because.
Does have an Arcane Rune as well. Going to be looking to make a play. They're playing very aggressive. They look very confident on TSM that they've hit their timing. That Bryle is basically unkillable. Tomato
they found
going right in
Matthew.
on the Matthew.
And again, nice stolen spell there from C Smile gets the Pulse Nova, level 2 this time. So Rubik, pretty scary with this. I'm curious, can he get Nihilism? Like, it's not actually, like, he can't.
Spell.
Yeah, it's its own spell, right? So he has to just, like, steal
Yeah.
Nihilism eventually.
Yeah, eventually he could steal it, but not for a long time, unless, you know, Leshrac casts it. We'll see. EG are doing a good job at defending the pressure. They warded their hill. We see they have a very defensive ward on their backside. So obviously they think they're good. They're going to be pressured. TSM are going to be playing forward, so they're walling up on that side. You know, helping disengage. See Smile going to be continuing to farm. So is Pakaz as well. I think EG are going to be looking to make a smoke soon. It looks like they don't have very much map to play, and they need to get some wards down, or they need to get some map control. They might also just wait for daytime as well, but it does look like they're the ones that, you know, need to get out of the map.
BKB done on Whisper.
Mid-wave.
Dire is scanning
Yeah,
for
that's a good
enemies.
timing to do it as well.
Probably hoping to catch a
Right
glimpse.
as daytime's coming too, right? 30 seconds of daytime, he gets BKB.
Yeah. Make the smoke a lot easier. You can just smoke, and you can look at them from daytime, and then jump them when you feel ready with Enigma. Yep, there's the smoke. So really good from them. We'll see if they can find a black hole. It really does just depend on the execution. If Whisper can find a good black hole onto the Leshrac, onto the Snapfire, I think those are the two targets. I don't think the Ricky is that important, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he doesn't do enough damage.
He's
doesn't,
gonna
yeah.
jump on the Pudge and then just like not do anything. So there is a hook. Now we have.
Oh, Matthew actually
Okay,
hit.
black
Oh, the
hole.
black hole catches 3. That's the dream, but can they follow up the damage? There's the pulverize. Pakazin with the dismember, stolen Mortimer Kisses from C Smiles. He helps clean up the rest. Moon's gonna go down as well. Tomato off onto the side. Do they have detection for him for the moment? Doesn't look like it, but they've got their eyes set on RA. Whisper comes forward, manages to catch the Marcy, and with that, 3 heroes dead. A beautiful initiation from Whisper.
Yeah, that
It's on the
all.
Whisper for that one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that all came out like kind of slow. I don't think they expected such a good black hole to come up and Whisper there. They walked up that hill. It took them like the almost full duration of the black hole, but everyone was grouped up at that point. They got exactly what they wanted. The Pudge on top of the Leshrac, reducing that heal coming up from the Bloodstone.
I imagine that someone on their team said, "Hey, I can cancel black hole." It might have even been Tomato, for example, right? Like someone saying, like, "Hey, I'm gonna smoke screen on the black hole. You guys can get black hole. That's fine." Not expecting the BKB there, so really good item usage by Whisper and EG. You know, smoking right away. They get their BKB. No one has seen it. They instantly smoke, and they instantly find the big team fight connection. Now, it's daytime. They're gonna keep scaling, try to wait for the next black hole. Obviously, this will give TSM time to scale into the game as well. Bryle working on BKB, about 2,000 off. So really just going to be waiting for the next fight, I imagine. Pakaz also working on that BKB. He is taking an Ancient stack right now, so getting a nice little injection of gold. I mean, Tomato really is the loser in all of this, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
We don't call him a loser. Come on, man. It's, you know, what can you do situation.
the
Yeah, what can you do?
anti-winner. How about, is that one okay? I don't know. This is rough. Like he has almost no game right now. Like on the Ricky, he doesn't have kill threat on any of the supports even. Right? Like you can't kill Primal Beast. Like that's not happening. Crystal Maiden, itemizing with the Force Staff, and at some point like she's just gonna have that, and Ricky doesn't really do much. So I don't really know where this hero is gonna come online, but we'll see. Maybe they make it happen.
Yeah. I will say Leshrac, top net worth again, really flash farming, getting really close to BKB, almost only 1,000 off now, really. So, farming very quickly, working on his next set of items.
Yeah, it's mostly magic damage coming out from the heroes on SG as well, so he'll survive through almost anything while the Bloodstone or while the BKB's active. And he's got Bloodstone.
EG are also playing very respectfully right now. Still, you know, holding their tri-camp, holding in front of Roshan. We see them advance out their bot side now, looking to flash farm their next set of items. Pudge is probably looking to try to get to his BKB before they fight. Matthew's close to a Force Staff. C Smile's also close to an Aether Lens, I believe. Not
Yeah,
fully
he's
sure.
gonna disassemble the Aether Lens. He's got it.
With Aether Lens on Whisper as well, so these Aether Lens are going to make EG's execution a lot easier. Meanwhile, on the side of TSM, there's not really much coming out. There's a Guardian Greaves coming out on Snapfire. BKB is very far in Marcy. I mean, we're never going to get there.
Or else it's about got
Leshrac-
his.
Leshrac does have the BKB, but there's really no other items coming out for TSM. It's just BKB on Leshrac. So that's going to be their go button for TSM. Until they get BKB, they're not going to do anything. EG may look to go with this next set of items as well. So maybe similarly timed, you might see 2 smokes, both teams trying to fight at the same time for this Roche. But nope, the EG do decide to go. I think that's a smart move. They have Black Hole, they have Force Staff. They have 2 Force Staffs now. And
they
2
see
Agent
Leshrac
Lens,
down in the
so-
bottom lane as well. He just showed himself, so they know that's relatively safe.
Leshrac also 500 off BKB, so it's a great time to go for EG. They really up the tempo of the game. They actually play before TSM's ready to take the fight.
They catch you on the scan though, so
Yeah,
they're going to be
scan
able
by
to easily
TSM.
dodge this.
Yep, great map read by TSM there to dodge the move. So now EG will just collect the rest of the gold. They'll say, okay, no problem, you know, smoke fails, but that gets caused to his BKB. So it's not even that bad a smoke, because the smoke does give them a lot of map control to get that deep ward in the dire like dual camp now. So Ari, however, mirroring. So now you see TSM place that deep ward on the Radiant dual camp. So both teams kind of mirroring each other, trying to dodge. Ari popped ult to his top tower. Whisper is keeping in though. He showed himself for some reason.
Matthew and Panda are going to show under this deep ward that Ari just placed, so it's going to allow him to move back and dodge out this gank.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, when we have the BKB coming out on Pudge here, I feel like TSM is the one that's, like, really on a timer, surprisingly. Like, I don't know, like, where the counter to this Enigma is going to be in the late game, and Whisper is just continuing to farm super well. I feel like a lot of this game is on Bryle's shoulders to try and, you know, dish out the damage in these fights, but then you're always just playing into, you know, the Enigma, the Pudge who can just BKB dismember you.
We really have just forgotten about the pause 1 on TSM.
I
It
mean,
feels like a non-factor. You hate to see it.
I'll say EG did smoke up again. They caught Motto
they
in
got
the
him.
mid lane.
I mean, you don't want to have to black hole
Not
with Moon
committing,
being
yeah.
there, so the demonic cleanse him.
I think that's a good choice as well. Not that this Ricky is not the target you want to black hole. You want to black hole the Leshrac, you want to black hole the Snapfire. You want to black hole the guy that has auras in this game, right? If you can kill the Snapfire at the start, kill the aura builder, then it'll be a lot easier to like mow through the rest of the fight with your damage.
You do be last in net worth among the chorus. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
And,
he's been catching up though. He's doing all right now, I would say.
yeah, he's got his Manta mid lane though.
He was
Ari.
owning so hard in the games earlier.
Again, Moon's gonna
Okay.
try and save him for the moment. Does have the cleanse, but they're gonna end up just purging up the Primal Beast. Tomato going in as well. Force Staff not gonna get you out of there. They again just lack damage completely. They can't
They
kill
are.
a support.
So now, if you look at where EG's position, they've actually taken control of Roche fully. They're pushing TSM back. They're going to keep poking them with hooks and eventually try to deward the land behind them. TSM making a fast smoke, though. I mean, they're going to try to surround EG while EG try to control this area. So we'll see if this works from TSM. EG are just trying to set up Roche. They have a DD as well for Picaz. It's a little bit of a dangerous smoke from TSM. I mean, you're going to get involved in this Roche fight. They're smoking to the back ward that they have, which I think is a good first start.
I mean, if they connect onto this and find Whisper first, can they actually take the
EG
fight?
don't know what's happening. EG are definitely...
We're
going
down.
to be
They see
surprised by
Whisper.
this. They see
They go
Whisper,
in.
Immediately jumping Whisper.
All right, Bryle's gonna pop
Oh,
that
big hook on
Bloodstone, try and go
Tomato.
in, but dude, Ricky just instantly died. He just get hooks and dies inside the pit. The other side of the fight, they don't care.
In the
Rubik
pit,
grabs
though,
the Mortimer
Picaz is getting
Kisses.
very low.
Bryle does get the Aegis, not gonna chase down Picaz. He's got what he wants, takes down the Crystal Maiden. Picaz force-staffed up to the high ground. See Smile now on the run. He's not gonna be able to survive this one as Kasane is here as well. He's gonna just throw the Mortimer Kisses just for fun at the end. But, I mean, again, Ricky's not the carry this game. Like, at all. It's just every other
He's
hero.
in trouble right now.
Oh, Picaz chased down by Bryle. He's going to be able to connect the split earth. Perfectly timed by Bryle. So sick.
Yeah,
This guy's good.
Bryle.
And we said he's got some heavy lifting to do this game. It looks like he's kind of pulling it off.
Yeah, Bryle immediately walked in the pit, took the Aegis, like doing a great job. Like super good. Super carry in this game right now.
Yeah, CM actually lost a gem in the middle of that one as well. He'd flown out to him, but managed to grab it on C Smile's courier.
I mean, that wraparound you're talking about was so sick because it just allows them to force the BKB out of Whisper right away, and he just has no good black hole target, right? And that's what has to happen for the side of Beast Coast. Or, not for Beast Coast, for EG. I'm so
There's a
used to it.
Good recognition by TSM, you know, realizing that, hey, EG are going to control this hill, go for Roche, but there's a fight breaking out.
Yeah, nice
Matthew?
pulverize. A lot of damage being reduced here thanks to Kasane, but Disruption. He's got a 26 as well. Put a black hole from Whisper onto 3. He needs the follow-up, though. Ari and Kasane able to make it away. The rest of the heroes are not here. C-Smile does steal the Pulse Nova, but Brow just turns around with the Bloodstone. 4 staffs, but a second stun from the cookie times it perfectly instead. Ricky, I don't know. He doesn't really do much. He ran away, but now there's Pakaz. He's got him, but a nice BKB to counter. Brow not gonna be able to get out of here. That's going to force the Aegis. Whisper on the backside falling low. Tomato continuing the chase. Smokescreen goes down. Blink strikes on forward. Able to keep Pudge at bay, and they've got him. Mortimer Kisses chasing, looking for more. Can they find the Crystal Maiden? Penned up on the high ground. Absolutely. TSM are blowing this game wide open.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're seeing the problem with EG's lineup when you don't have this Aegis or you don't have a way to actually like stay together in the ball. All their damage is really coming from the Pudge and the Rubik. And Bryle is walking in the fight, completely zoning out the Rubik with this Aegis. Meanwhile, the Ricky is constantly smoke screening on the EG supports and the Enigma and the. I mean, we see in this fight he's just getting smoke screened over and over. The Pudge can't eat because of the smoke screen. Rubik can't cast spells. The Enigma can't get his spells off either. So. TSM able to play the long fights now, I think.
Yeah, Tomato actually did the most damage in that last team fight, so I think that lack of black hole, like if you're not following up with it immediately, then you're now running into a bit of problems. Because again, the lack of damage that you have.
Especially getting through the Aegis too. It's just an awkward situation when you lose the Aegis like that. Especially when it looked like you had the game in a very commanding position. And you kind of throw it all away on a EG, or on EG's side, on a Roche that probably didn't need to happen at all. They could have been more patient, held their backside hill, waited for TSM to walk in, waited for more info. Because in that Roche, the Pudge was really low as well, so it just made it really easy for TSM to execute there. Now this gold advantage is going to push TSM forward, getting lots of core items. Leshrac has Blink Dagger, Kaya Sange. BKB almost completed on Marcy. Moonmander even gets to pick up a Blink Dagger. Snapfire working on Asher, it seems like. So that seems like their answer for Black Hole on Snapfire, which is pretty funny. I like that. That's an interesting counter.
Yeah,
that's a DD picked up on Ari. They're just gonna rotate bottom.
In trouble.
This is big. They got him. Instant BKB. He just TP's out, right? Yeah, no way to stop this one.
Yep.
That's where that Basher on Snapfire make a huge difference there.
It's gonna be funny to see that one completed. Honestly, once you have Basher BKB on Marcy, it's all you need to be able to fight in almost any hero as well. But the BKB is still coming on the Marcy, so still a long ways off that one.
When will we get to BKB? 30, 34?
Right. Marcy?
Yeah, probably.
Marcy.
It'll be done
34?
before that. You're only 1,400 gold away.
I will say TSM are going to be really active right now. They know Pakaz has no BKB, so it's a great time for them to fight.
They're going on Tomato. They managed to find C-Smile. He's actually stuck onto the high ground here, and they've got him. Beautiful rebound on the backside. They just take down 3 instantly. Bryle with a double kill. Good find. Dude, they did that without vision, huh?
Yeah.
He just jumped in.
I think they just realized that if Pakaz has no BKB, they can jump. They can go. Like the Leshrac and the Pudge, if Leshrac has BKB and Pudge doesn't, they're going to be able to win the fight.
Speaking of Pudge, Whisper the BKB, gets it onto Brown, but the disruption, it actually missed onto Moon, so they just turned it around. Pakaz has got to run, gets the Dismember here underneath the tier 4 towers. Can Bryle just turn it around? He does. Gets the kill on the other side of the fight. Tomato fighting up against the Primal Beast. Out of mana, though, he's got to back off. They do manage to finish off Ari underneath the T4s, but big find there for the side of TSM as they force 3 buybacks.
3 buybacks and the black hole. It was a super sick disruption there. It looked like their time to turn it with that black hole, but you mentioned it was just like such a sick game on Shadow Demon this time around, Sammy.
Yeah, really good. And now, I mean, EG are in a really tough position. They don't have any buybacks. The Pudge is getting close to Blink Dagger, but even when he gets Blink, I mean, how do you really start the fight? You can't kill the Leshrac. He's just too tanky.
Yeah.
As long as the Shadow Demon plays to save.
Yeah, and all your damage is magical. Like if he has his BKB available, there's no killing him.
Yeah.
And not to mention like the huge amount of magic resist he's got just between the Nether Shawl and the pipe that Kasane ended up building up this game. So man is completely fine. So I think they weren't expecting it to come out of the lanes as far behind, and they'd be able to like run away this game and kind of snowball. Now they don't have answers.
I will say the Ricky, very utility. I'm watching a lot of good stuff in the fights. He gets lots of smoke screens. He's darting the Pudge during the eat, canceling the Pudge eat. So, he may not be doing a lot of damage in some of the fights. I mean, some of the fights he does do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
When he gets actually clean up, but he's doing a lot of utility stuff in the fights that is having a lot of impact in this game, making it really hard for EG to find the execution, and that's really what this hero does. So
Yeah.
I think Tomato's been doing really good, and he got given a really hard game. This was not an easy game for Tomato at the start, so
Absolutely.
really good job by him, I think.
One
Now
thing
he's got the basher too on Tomato. So.
I was gonna say,
Two
you have the
bashers, I think,
basher
Basher
there.
on Kasane.
Yeah, so you also have the basher on Kasane. He finished his up. So for people who are trying to figure out like maybe why, it's just to cancel black hole. That's literally it. He's just gonna little shredder and click the Enigma and hope that it procs a bash. That's pretty much
Yeah.
the game plan here for
He doesn't have
Kasane.
the talent, so it's only like 60% something. If he had the talent, it's almost like 80%, so it's a little better. But you know, maybe he'll get to 27 or whatever. Get the talent, so
Yeah.
we'll get there someday.
I just think we'll get to that Shiva's guard, right?
Yeah. I mean, Pudge. I mean, he's not even queuing up the Shivas. He's actually queuing up a witch. Or not witch.
Mage
sorry,
Slayer.
excuse me, a Mage Slayer.
Yeah. He wants some
So-
magic resist, and it makes
yeah,
sense.
He doesn't feel tanky enough.
Someone's got to reduce the damage that this Lesh is doing. Which, speaking of which, Lesh bought a scythe, so
Yeah, Lesh, both sides smoked up.
oh,
Arcane
there it
really
is.
strong.
They got the dagger onto Rubik. Hook back, scythe does connect. They just both go into the smoke screen. The BKBs come out. C-Smile tries to force staff away, but there it is. Demonic Purge prevents him from going anywhere. I will say, Ricky works well when you have heroes that enable his smoke screen, and Demonic Purge is one of those spells.
Yeah, absolutely. Even just the disruption into the smoke screen is good, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Like just putting it on top of some dude, and you know they have to stand there and get stuck in it. Pretty solid together. Ricky doing a lot in this game actually. So
Yeah.
um,
Refresher orb is completed now on Whisper, by the way.
I will say this is the strength of having a Ricky. I don't really know how EG get out on the map. They do have this refresher orb, but how do they actually use it? How do they take the fight? Looks pretty difficult.
Yeah, I think they're hoping that TSM run into them before they know this refresher orb's completed, but TSM, I think they're just going to wait outside. They control the Roche pit area right now. They've still got high ground vision around the pit. Just wait for this, and then it's a lot easier to fight into the double black hole.
Once you have another Aegis, you're gonna get the shard as well for probably Bryle, or yeah, probably Bryle. It's gonna be really difficult for. I mean, you can't even kill the Leshrac once, so you're really gonna be able to kill him twice. You need lots of damage to do that, and that means the Pudge has to be tanking through all of the Leshrac damage as well. It's kind of an interesting game, right? Because Pudge and Leshrac really can only do damage to each other by standing next to each other, and they both have to, you know, turn their spell on and just stand there. And so whoever lasts longer in the fight is gonna win. And it does look like, you know, with this gold lead, TSM are always gonna last longer in the fight. They're gonna have an Aegis, they're gonna have more items, all that good stuff. So.
Dude, I cannot believe how farmed Bryle is. Like this is ridiculous. He is 10k above the next hero.
And she just bought out bots too. He said, no buyback, I don't need that.
Yeah, they got the Roche. He doesn't need anything.
This game's easy.
He's gonna get the shard
Follow me,
probably for
guys.
himself, and
Yeah, shard and Aegis. Hopefully he should take the Aegis, drop his Blink Dagger.
they're not gonna make it in time.
Same thing. Yeah, there you go.
You wouldn't guess, but he
Yep, shard Aegis now, so the recurring split earth, now 2 lives for the Leshrac, and EG back into the base as they could not get out onto the map.
I think EG need to play to hook someone in their base. And maybe if they hook us up, they hook the Snapfire, they hook the Shadow Demon, that's the best guy. Then you can actually find a black hole where you can connect some DPS. But again, I don't even know what your DPS, like, is your DPS freezing field? Do you need your Crystal Maiden to walk in and freezing field? Because it's really, you know, what all of their damage is like just AoE kind of
Magic
Pudge
damage.
Rot.
Yeah, it's
You know,
AoE Pudge
yeah.
Rot, right?
Your
Yeah.
field, Rubik, Fade Bolt plus
Midnight
maybe,
Pulse.
You know, Leshrac spell, Midnight Pulse, Black Hole, Pud, you know, even Dismember even it's just still like not really damage. It's kind of just exists. You kind of
Again,
just sit there. So
When these BKBs are active, you're not doing anything to them either.
Yeah.
2 heroes, both the Marcy and the Leshrac. These are the heroes that are going in. Hell, they even have the extra magic pieces from the pipe, and they've got Titan Sliver and Nether Shell on them too.
Dude, Bryle just gamed Matthew super hard. He just knew he was going to cut the bottom wave, just fort TPs onto it, instant Hex, kills the Primal Beast.
easy.
So good. And he's on his way to his Overwhelming Blink, which I think is a sick pickup on Lesh. That item is ridiculous, because you're just guaranteed to get, like, Blink slowed into Split Earth. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
What about the Arcane one where you just, you know, Blink Splitter? It's super fast.
That one is also pretty good.
They're both pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, the Overwhelming Blink makes you tankier though. Shows
Yeah.
it's better for Leshrac for sure.
Extra 25 strength goes a long way when you're like in the middle. You don't get bursted down. The bloodstone will heal you up.
Yeah, and Sane did have a BKB queued, but now he's decided, no, just going to buy a Daedalus first. So see if he decides to pick that one up. Really, just continual gold lead for TSM now. They're gonna keep playing the map. It feels like EG have been stuck in base for nearly forever, probably close to 6 minutes now.
Yeah, I mean, you can just look at the gold lead, right? Like how this has just kind of progressed. Like it has been a complete plummet for the side of EG. They are just falling really far behind. And
Yeah, so
Lesh gets his
TSM get to
arguably
choose
best
when
item,
they
the
take a
Trickster's
fight.
Cloak. Good luck.
Yeah. I mean, it's going like 1,000 gold a minute easily. I mean, 24k now. It feels like it was only 21k like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really difficult game now. Bryle too. He's gonna be using the shard to just start putting all these splitters on the high ground. They can really
They
hook
get
him
the
in.
hook.
Uh-oh.
There's going to be a save, though, from Moon. Nice turnaround the smoke screen there from Tomato. Able to break that. Just remember, wait, Whisper actually blinked into a stun. They just get the Primal Beast, and Bryle just doesn't stop. Blinks for it. The Hex up onto the Enigma. Mortimer Kisses are coming through. Whisper, he's got a refresher BKB, but he's just going to have to die instead. Has his buyback. They'll find Bryle underneath the tower, and this is it. Whisper has to find these heroes. There it is, the black hole onto two on the bottom side of the map. There's no one there to follow him. He didn't BKB. Whisper, he's got nothing left. Can they take down Bryle? They finally do. He's in way too deep. Ari as well. The double buybacks end up finally finding something.
Now they'll be forced to get back here. What actually happened there was the Primal Beast ended up going forward and dropped the Pulverize onto the Leshrac, but the cookie was already active on the Leshrac at the same time. So you instantly go onto the ground and it applies the stun right away where you are. So because he pulverized and the cookie was active on him, it stops the cookie and everyone around him gets stunned as if that's where he would have landed. And it interrupted the pulverize.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I mean, did Whisper use both black holes that fight? I only
No. He refreshed because his BKB. I honestly don't quite know. Something got
see the second one.
Something got misplayed because he black holed the two next to the tier.
Black hole here, and then
he got disrupted, and then I didn't see the second one.
Pressed his BKB, and then he pressed refresh because he pressed his BKB. He had to refresh.
No, I think he refreshed by mistake instead of BKBing is what it was. So I think what happened is he blinked in and refreshed instead of BKB, and so he black holed without BKB active, and refresher went on cooldown.
That's pretty sad. What can you do, I guess? I mean, game is still the same. I will say it's good for EG that they didn't have to use, like, I don't think. Well, they used the Enigma buyback, so that's big. I don't think they used another buyback, did they? Doesn't look like it, so they might be able to fight with buybacks if TSM chooses to fight.
Enigma and Primal Beast.
Oh, Primal Beast as
If
well.
you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down.
I think
BKB now.
I think the win condition in this game for TSM is honestly just Bryle having buyback. He has bots too, so I mean they're gonna have to use everything to kill him, and he's just gonna buy back bots to blink with overwhelming blink in.
He got Timeless Relic as well.
Yeah, so I think they should just wait for Bryle buyback, and then at that point they can progress the game. They can go take any fight they want. I mean they're up 25k, but they might choose to play it safer as well.
Look at Panda up at the top of the map.
Yeah, Panda just. Do they have neutral items yet? No, they don't. They're still missing 2. So.
Do you think he even bothers going for the Aghanim Scepter on Bryle? It's like, I think it's probably still good, but I don't know. It almost doesn't even feel like it matters.
It's a bad game for it. Yeah, it's like the worst game for it. So. We got 2 smokes up. So, smoke from EG and smoke from TSM here. EG are just trying to gain some map control. TSM are trying to surround them.
Nobody has good vision up.
Yeah.
Whisper on the front side is going to find Ari, blinks back to safety. So both teams kind of know where they're at. Because looking for it, goes in, gets the Dismember onto the Marcy. Matthew ends up canceling his Pulverize. Oh no! Doesn't end up connecting on the front side. They blink it. They just take down Panda. The damage from Bryle is a lot. Whisper with his first black holes managed to catch the Ricky. He's got the refresher available. If they can get back in, it would be huge. Bryle, his BKB has expired. Tomato lane into Pakaz. Whisper looking to go. He comes in. The black hole, it's only caught the Ricky once again, but Kasane with the damage just laying into these heroes. Bryle blinking up to the high ground, gets the Hex onto Pakaz, chasing for more. TSM are tearing him apart. EG on their last life here as they lose all 4.
That is a triple kill. And your spark.
Wiped out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the black holes just weren't
That's
on point.
it,
They were super
GG.
spin. That's it. They just
Yeah,
got
that's
GG
it.
out.
Yeah.
I think someone
But,
just got disconnected.
well, the only person they managed to get there is the Ricky, and like we mentioned, they mostly did the damage in these team fights without him. He just be chilled. You commit a black hole, one to him, 2 black holes even, and you can't find the kill onto that guy. There's just no chance.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower,
So
shut my
it's
eyes.
interesting to me